In today's hectic and loud world, silence is often perceived as a challenge, a suffocating void that makes us feel uneasy and anxious. We rush to fill that silence to avoid the discomfort it brings. However, Stoicism suggests that silence isn't just a way to keep secrets or stay out of trouble. It's also a powerful method to find inner peace and build mental strength. I once heard a civil case lawyer discuss how he uses silence as a tactic in court. When a witness seems to have finished speaking, he intentionally remains silent for a short time to create a tense atmosphere. This silence often prompts the witness to continue talking, which can lead to mistakes. This illustrates that silence isn't just an absence of sound. It's a potent message that you don't have to speak constantly to understand the power of speech and silence. Epictetus taught us to be quiet most of the time and only speak when necessary. He emphasized that in every spoken word and every moment of silence, we show respect for others and ourselves, along with self-awareness and a deep understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Are you ready to explore the power of silence? Let's embark on this journey together to examine significant situations where silence is not just a choice, but a necessity. Before we proceed, I want to highlight the importance of watching the entire video without skipping any lessons. Each point will teach you something valuable about the significance of silence in life. Number 1, how to deal with anger. At some point, we've all experienced the sinking feeling of anger in our hearts. This could be during a tense interaction with a coworker, as we try to find common ground on a project, upon discovering a relationship is ending, or when our child ignores our advice. Anger often arises suddenly, like a storm, overwhelming reason and leaving behind regret and pain. In such moments, Stoicism can be a helpful approach, allowing us to confront these strong emotions with both reason and compassion. When anger begins to flare up, remember the story of Seneca, a Stoic philosopher betrayed by a friend. Instead of reacting with anger, Seneca reflected on the situation and understood that anger often harms us more than the initial offense. He chose to respond with empathy and understanding, recognizing that everyone faces their own battles. The first step in managing anger is to acknowledge and accept it clearly, not by suppressing or denying it, but by understanding and accepting it as a natural part of being human. Next, delve into what is truly causing your anger. Is it a sense of helplessness in an unchangeable situation, or frustration due to unmet expectations? Once you identify the root cause, use Stoic logic to view the situation more objectively. Remember that anger rarely solves problems, it typically worsens them. Ask yourself how you can transform this anger into positive action or a valuable lesson. Consider using your anger as motivation for personal growth and stronger relationships. For instance, if you're upset with a coworker over a misunderstanding, resolving it through communication can strengthen your working relationship. Stoicism not only helps in controlling anger, but also teaches us to use it for personal growth and understanding of others, fostering inner peace and healthier relationships. To effectively manage anger, recognize its mental and physical signs, and step back to cool down when needed. Practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation can calm both mind and body. It's also important to express your feelings constructively and avoid triggers that provoke anger. Challenge negative thoughts and try to understand others' perspectives, even when you disagree. If anger significantly impacts your life, seek professional help, as therapists can offer tailored strategies. Lastly, adopt healthy lifestyle habits like regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient sleep to support emotional control. Forgiving yourself and others can also help release pent-up anger and heal emotional wounds. Remember, managing anger is a skill that improves with practice, allowing you to enjoy incremental successes along the way. Lesson number 2, when faced with unfairness. When confronted with injustice, it's not merely a test of fairness, but also a lesson in the resilience of the human spirit. Stoic philosophy not only instructs us on controlling our reactions, but also on discovering inner tranquility amidst life's challenges. Stoics view silence not as surrender or acquiescence, but as a powerful choice, enabling us to confront and surmount injustice without sacrificing our inner peace. Consider this scenario. You, a seasoned worker, overlooked for promotion in favor of a less experienced colleague. The initial reaction might be a sense of unfairness and wounded pride. However, instead of succumbing to anger or disappointment, you opt for introspection, reassessing your value and career aspirations. Suppressing negative emotions isn't about suppressing oneself. It's about channeling that energy constructively. By remaining composed, we not only avoid exacerbating the situation, but also tap into our inner strength. As Marcus Aurelius remarked, silence often serves as the most potent response to anger. Rather than reacting impulsively, embracing silence empowers us to maintain clarity and positivity amidst adversity. It's through this deliberate silence that we connect with our deepest values, laying the groundwork for purposeful action. In navigating life's injustices, it's natural to experience a range of emotions: frustration, anger, disappointment. However, how we respond to these injustices profoundly shapes both the outcome and our well-being. When faced with rudeness or unfair treatment, several strategies can prove beneficial. 1. Acknowledge your feelings. Rather than suppressing emotions, acknowledge and accept them. 2. Evaluate the situation. Take a step back to assess the scenario objectively, considering alternative perspectives. 3. Seek external perspective. Discuss the situation with a trusted confidant to gain fresh insights. 4. Decide on a course of action. Choose a proactive approach to address the injustice thoughtfully. 5. Focus on controllable factors. Direct your energy towards aspects of the situation within your control. 6. Pursue justice through appropriate channels. If necessary, pursue resolution through official or legal means. 7. Prioritize self-care. Attend to your emotional well-being by engaging in activities that promote relaxation and recovery. 8. Release resentment. Let go of lingering resentment to safeguard your mental and physical health. 9. Embrace learning and growth. View challenging experiences as opportunities for personal development and resilience building. Ultimately, our response to injustice is a matter of choice. By cultivating self-awareness and resilience, we empower ourselves to navigate life's injustices with grace and integrity. Lesson 3. Navigating the storm of insults. Before we begin, let me share a story about Cato, a well-known Stoic philosopher and politician. Cato was famous for his steadfast commitment to his principles, even though his peers often mocked him for it. His life is a clear example of the Stoic belief that real strength comes from our beliefs, not from seeking approval from others. Our lives frequently encounter difficult times. Stoics aren't superstitious. They don't pretend insults don't matter. Instead, they understand that others' opinions are just personal views and cannot change one's true worth. Stoics focus on what they can control rather than what they cannot. Furthermore, they practice the daily skill of controlling their emotions. In the face of insults, they don't allow themselves to be swept away by anger or hurt. Instead, they remain calm and composed, confronting each challenge with patience and strength. However, it's not just about controlling emotions, it's also about seeing situations objectively. Stoics view insults as a natural part of life and not worth losing control over. Rather than reacting with anger or hurt, they maintain clear thoughts to make sound decisions and cope effectively. Stoic philosophy also teaches empathy and tolerance. Instead of responding with harsh words or actions, they may choose silence or a gentle word to prevent conflicts from escalating, fostering positive communication. In summary, navigating insults isn't just about avoiding them. It's a process of learning and applying wisdom, patience, persistence, and determination. Following Stoic philosophy offers the path to living a free and calm life, even in the most challenging situations. Lesson number 4, dealing with the gossip. People will always face wrongful criticism or have rumors spread about them. What's important isn't that we encounter these issues, but how we handle them. Stoicism, which teaches patience and self-control, helps us face problems calmly and strongly. For instance, when false rumors spread, instead of reacting with anger or panic, it's better to use reason to assess the situation objectively and respond wisely. Silence can also be a powerful response. Rather than defending our honor, choosing to remain silent and patient allows time and truth to provide the answer. Remember, staying quiet isn't a sign of weakness, but of strength and self-discipline. Real strength comes from being patient and confident, able to face problems calmly and wisely. Imagine working in a fast-paced corporate environment where rumors spread quickly. You hear a rumor that you were promoted because you played to your boss's emotions. Initially, shocking and confusing, this rumor provides an opportunity to practice stoicism. Instead of reacting with anger or worry, you choose to remain calm and confident. You directly confront the situation by discussing it openly with your boss to clarify any misunderstandings. According to Stoic principles, such challenges not only test you, but also provide a chance to grow stronger. Dealing with gossip can be challenging, but there are effective ways to manage it. 1. Ignore it. Often, gossip fades away if you don't give it attention. 2. Address it directly if necessary. If gossip is hurtful, consider discussing it with the person spreading it. 3. Set boundaries. Make it clear that you don't participate in or tolerate gossip. 4. Focus on positive relationships and support. 5. Seek help if gossip is affecting you deeply, such as from friends, family, or a psychologist. 6. Report harmful gossip if it crosses a line into bullying or abuse. Ultimately, how you react to gossip is your choice. Stay true to your values and focus on building positive relationships and environments. Lesson number 5. When being criticized unfairly. When you are criticized unfairly, your first instinct might be to defend yourself. However, Epictetus suggested a different approach. Instead of immediately defending yourself by pointing out the critic's ignorance or your other flaws, consider staying calm and reflective. This lesson emphasizes self-awareness and self-control, which are crucial when facing unfair criticism. Everyone encounters criticism, often unjustly. A Stoic's initial response is to remain calm, listen, and reflect on what was said instead of reacting angrily. Demonstrating self-control not only shows strength, but also distinguishes a respectable person from one who lacks it. Stoics accept reality, even when it seems unfair, understanding that this acceptance leads to mental freedom. They don't condone injustice, but acknowledge their inability to change certain situations. When you can't defend yourself, silence can be your best ally. It signifies control and prevents unfair situations from escalating into endless conflicts. Trusting in silence isn't a weakness, it's a sign of confidence. For a Stoic, true strength involves knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. In a world filled with unfair criticism and injustice, Stoic philosophy offers a path to strength and control. By accepting the truth, valuing silence, and trusting in what is right, we can live honest and patient lives, inspiring hope and confidence in others amidst the chaos. Let's move on to Lesson 6. Thank you, and congratulations on making it halfway through today's video. Your dedication shows you're ready for this journey. Let's continue with the last 5 lessons on maintaining silence as we work on self-improvement. Lesson number 6 is about dealing with loss. Life inevitably involves losing things, which can lead to deep emotions and tough times. Loss can take many forms, such as losing a loved one, a job, or something else dear to us. These experiences are part of our journey and can leave us feeling lost and overwhelmed. When we face loss, the key is to accept and understand that everything is temporary. Life is like navigating a rough sea with big waves and storms. Finding peace and calm not only helps us through hard times, but is also the foundation of happiness and contentment. With mental training and patience, we can tackle any problem wisely. Stoicism teaches us not to become numb or avoid emotions, but to accept them naturally and keep them in balance. This way, we can live a meaningful life and appreciate every moment, whether happy or sad. Dealing with loss is personal and challenging. Here are some general tips that might help you cope with losing a loved one, a job, a relationship, or something important. 1. Allow yourself to cry. It's normal, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. Feel all the emotions that come with loss, whether it's sadness, anger, guilt, or even nothing. 2. Seek support. Talk to friends, family, or a support group. They can provide warmth and understanding during this tough time. Sharing your feelings can make you feel less alone in your sorrow. 3. Take care of yourself. Even if it's hard, ensure you're looking after yourself. 4. Honor what you've lost. This could involve creating a memorial, participating in rituals, or honoring them through acts of kindness. 5. Practice mindfulness. Deep breathing, meditation, and other mindfulness practices can help you stay present and grounded when emotions run high. Mindfulness can also help you understand and accept your feelings. 6. Be kind to yourself. It's okay to have good and bad days. Be gentle and compassionate with yourself as you navigate the ups and downs of loss. 7. Reflect on your beliefs. Spiritual or religious views can provide comfort when you've lost someone close. Think about life, death, and the future based on your beliefs. Loss affects everyone differently, so it's important to find coping methods that work for you. Above all, be patient and gentle with yourself as you heal. Lesson number 7. When people brag, the Stoics remain silent. Every day we face various challenges in life, and according to Stoic philosophy, self-control is often crucial for overcoming these obstacles. Staying quiet demonstrates not only inner peace, but also patience and a profound understanding of oneself and the world. When someone praises you, don't let pride and complacency take over. Instead, view these compliments with mental independence and don't let gossip or others' opinions influence you. By being quiet, you find strength in knowing your self-worth isn't dependent on others' views. In a society that values self-promotion, resisting the urge to join in can be tough. Those who abstain may feel pressured and unstable, but mental independence and patience are highly valued traits. When you receive praise, staying silent shows strength and deep thought. Ultimately, being quiet when praised is a sign of self-control and helps cultivate inner peace and spiritual freedom in a world that often celebrates laziness and pride. According to Stoic thought, silence is a mark of strength and self-control. Lesson 8. Navigating the seas of ignorance with Stoic grace. In life's journey, we often face vast seas of uncertainty, where waves of mystery and unpredictability test our strength. These challenges are not just external battles, but also opportunities for self-discovery and personal growth. During tough times, Stoicism acts as a guiding light, helping us handle ambiguity with patience and determination. Uncertainty can make us feel lost, but Stoicism teaches us that not knowing is a natural part of life. Accepting that we can't foresee everything opens the door to discovery, learning, and growth. Facing uncertainty doesn't mean giving up or being afraid. Silence in moments of doubt is not a sign of weakness, but of power and confidence. Being quiet helps us control our emotions, encourages self-reflection, and makes us more aware of our own and others' feelings. By embracing Stoicism, we not only overcome the challenges of the unknown, but also become stronger and more resilient. This journey becomes a profound experience of life's essence. To navigate the seas of ignorance with Stoic grace, we need to develop a mindset that keeps us calm, strong, and logical when we are uncertain. Here's how to do it. 1. Accepting uncertainty. Understand that not knowing everything is a normal part of being human. This acceptance fosters humility. 2. Focus on control. Stoicism teaches us to let go of things beyond our control and concentrate on what we can change. You may not know everything about a subject, but you can control your emotions, actions, and efforts to learn and improve. 3. Mindfulness. Practice staying present and aware of your thoughts and feelings. When uncertain, observe your reactions without judgment and respond thoughtfully. 4. Develop resilience. View ignorance or setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. Challenges are chances to become wiser and more resilient. 5. Seek knowledge. Admit your lack of knowledge, but remain curious and open to learning. Consider new information from different perspectives. 6. Exercise rationality. Use reasoning to navigate uncertainty. Analyze available information, ask questions, and seek more knowledge when possible. Accept that some things are beyond understanding and focus on what can make a positive difference. 7. Cultivate qualities. Work on patience, courage, wisdom, and resilience. These traits help you stay true to yourself and maintain peace in tough times. 8. Reflect on Stoic teachings. Regularly think about Stoic ideas and teachings from philosophers like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca. Their guidance can help you deal with ignorance. 9. Practice gratitude. Be thankful for what you know and the opportunities to learn. Gratitude shifts focus from what you don't know to appreciating what you do and the experiences you have. By following these principles, you can navigate the ocean of ignorance with Stoic ease, staying calm and strong even when unsure of what to do or expect. Lesson number 9. The art of silence for Stoics during times of false rumors. Silence isn't just the absence of speech. It's a wise choice that allows us to learn more about ourselves and the world. From a Stoic perspective, in a world filled with misinformation, silence doesn't signify helplessness. Instead, it shows hidden strength and determination. When we choose silence, we create space for reflection and understanding. We avoid hastily reacting to baseless rumors or criticism, and we prevent our emotions and doubts from taking control. By doing so, we uphold our honor and moral values. In Stoicism, silence isn't a sign of refusal or failure, but of certainty and patience. It gives us freedom and inner strength, empowering us to face challenges with determination and clarity. Stoics understand that silence goes beyond not speaking. It demonstrates mental fortitude and decisive action. Through silence, they find the strength to reject false accusations and defend their beliefs and confidence. It serves as a shield against negative influences, providing peace and enabling us to manage our emotions while standing firm for truth and righteousness. This is the true essence of silence, not a weakness, but a symbol of mental resilience and clear thinking. Lesson number 10. Silence when things aren't certain. In today's chaotic world, confusion is a normal part of life when we face problems and unclear situations. Silence is not merely a choice, but an art and a noble expression of Stoic philosophy. In a society overwhelmed by a sea of fire of information and reasoning, silence becomes a powerful weapon. Rather than reacting hastily to every little thing, choosing silence helps us remain calm amidst uncertainty and difficulty. Choosing silence in uncertain times is not just wise, but also spiritually independent and wise. To truly understand and utilize silence in uncertainty, we must practice self-control and not let external changes disturb us. We need to learn how to stay calm and accept the unknown instead of giving in to anxiety and fear. Silence not only brings us peace, but also aligns with the Stoic way of life. It's more than a strategy for dealing with uncertainty. It's a life philosophy. By embracing silence, we demonstrate our strength and allow it to guide us through life's challenges. The Stoic philosophy teaches that through silence, we learn the most about ourselves and the world around us. There are 10 times when silence should be chosen to truly appreciate its importance, such as when we need to be calm, listen, and show respect. This is not just about maturity, but also about spiritual freedom and inner peace. When we choose silence in tough situations, we protect ourselves from saying hasty words and cultivate patience, wisdom, and compassion. Silence becomes a powerful tool that helps us approach and solve problems more intelligently and humanely. This journey doesn't just affect one person, but the whole community. By sharing and liking, we can build a strong community where love and knowledge are shared. Leave a comment with your thoughts and which lesson interests you the most. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss valuable life lessons about the Stoic philosophy. Together, we will make the world more open and profound.